Virtual reality. Mary Bonnet from Selling Sunset, and now a new author, Selling Sunshine, is about to hit shelves. We're so excited to chat with you because there's a lot to talk about. You got a book, a new season of Selling Sunset. How are you feeling?
Excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Well, for the book, I'm excited. For the season, a little scared.
Okay. There's layers. Obviously, you're no stranger to the pre-season premiere situation. How is like the pre-release of a book different? Because this is, I would say, much more personal and all you versus Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
A little bit more, because that's like you're an ensemble cast. You're like, every page in there's you.
It's all me, but I also have control over that, and I know about this.
Yeah.
So this is my life, and there is some. This is what I'm here for, and on the show, I really don't have any control over it, and I'm just watching it like, what is happening? Oh my God. Yeah.
But even though you do have control over the book, you chose to reveal some very vulnerable parts of your life, from being a teen mother to being a survivor of sexual abuse. How did you figure out what you wanted to share and what you didn't want to share?
Mostly it was if it affected somebody that that was very close to me. If it would be embarrassing or they weren't ready for a story to come out, then I wouldn't share it. But for the most part, I was pretty open and honest about everything. There's only a couple of things that I thought would have really made sense to put in the book, and I wasn't able to.
Okay. And was it kind of one of those things where like you showed them the pages and they were like, nope?
No, I decided just by talking about it that they weren't, they weren't comfortable with it just yet. There's one that I might talk about because now the person is comfortable and going to start speaking out about something, and so in the future I'll open up about that too. But at the time when we were finishing the book, it wasn't ready.
Yeah.
She wasn't ready.
What was it like reliving those tough moments? Because I feel like in terms of like the sexual abuse and the rape story that you share, that's really going to help a lot of people. So was it coming from a place of I want to share my experience, so hopefully other people can heal from this too?
That's where it came from, because I haven't really talked to a lot of people. I had to then talk to my dad and tell him that it happened, because I didn't want him to find out from other people. But so that was tough. I realized, I think whenever I open up about things, just through social media, when I meet people, how grateful they are. Like with the miscarriage, I had men and women coming up and saying thank you, like it really helped their wives and stuff, or it helped them get through things. And so I thought, there's so many things I've been through. If I can take those difficult times and show people, help people in some way, or show people like, you can get through this, because most of the time we feel like we can't. We're stuck. You're in the middle of something, and it feels like you're never going to get out of it, and you can't see that there's, like, everything is temporary, really, in life. And so,
do you feel kind of like reliving these moments and putting them out into the world almost as kind of like a healing chapter for you in your own way? You're kind of like now experiencing it and putting it out there. You can feel more comfortable talking about everything too?
Yeah, it has made it much more comfortable talking about it, because especially with the rape, it was something I didn't touch on. I closed off in just kind of self-preservation. I went through a lot of therapy for it, and I did EMDR because it also affected my sex life with Romain, because it was like these subconscious like reactions, like that they're just I had no control over it. So I did EMDR to try to help. And so I just thought, it's good. The more we talk about things, there's so many people that go through stuff like this. I'm not the only one. And so the more I can be open about stuff, maybe it'll help save somebody from putting themselves in that situation. Maybe it'll help help them get through it.
Right. And I love the title of the book, Selling Sunshine. It really is so perfect for you, because while you've been through so many insane, traumatic, dark experiences, like you are just a ball of happiness and joy. We see that on Selling Sunset. You play peacekeeper a lot of times. You would
I think that's a harder job than real estate.
It is. It definitely is.
You would almost never know that you've been through all that stuff. How do you maintain the positivity? What's the secret? I'm always have my days. I'm not immune to it. I have something happens and cry, stay under the covers for a day, 2 days, whatever. You got to get out. You got to keep going. And I think just being grateful that I'm able
to get out of bed, and I'm able to go do something. I'm able to talk about, like, even though it's a terrible experience, or a lot of them, but I'm blessed to be able to have this platform, to be able to get through it, to live another day, to talk about it, to whatever. And so I think there's always something that you can take out of every single situation. And the rape one was one where I'm like, what am I going to take out of this one that's good?
Yeah.
But, and it took me a while to come up with something. But now it's that I am able to share that story. And anybody else can also take things from it where it's like, I survived it. And I'm able to like talk to other people. I'm able to prevent this from happening again, because I think the more we talk about it, the more educated people will be, and healed people will be. At the end of the day.
Well, because obviously the book is not out yet, but coming out very, very soon.
Yeah.
Did you send it to any of your co-stars or coworkers?
And
have they read it? Have they had any thoughts?
Nobody's read it yet. Only
Okay.
press. Yeah, no one's read it. I just received the finalized books, and I get to listen to my audiobook today, actually, because I did it myself, which was extremely hard.
What was that like?
Yeah, I had to take a couple breaks. I'm all like, give me a minute, and like compose myself. But the producer that did it with me, he said that it was really good because it's like it creates the story, and I didn't want to do it in like the monotone voice either, because it's just not who I am.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I wanted it to be me and give the story life. So.
How do you think your co-stars will react to the book? I feel like they're going to be so proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will. I get along with everybody for the most part, and so so I think that they'll be very supportive and hopefully help me promote it.
Yeah.
They better.
They better, right? They better.
You're like, it's not co-listed or co-byline, but you can share it.
Right? I know. No more mediating ever.
Wait, but how is like the energy and like the group chat and everything like that? Because obviously not just the book coming out, the new season's coming out so soon. Are you and all the ladies just kind of like? Well, I mean, we see the energy on the Insta story.
There's so much
There's some
drama
energy.
already.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy. Yeah, I've already gotten a lot of phone calls, trying to be like, what happened? And yeah, there's a lot of drama. I think there might be a nuclear bomb that goes off at some point. I don't know. It's World War III for sure. So.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have to take sides because you're so close with Nicole, you're so close with Chrishell? You refuse to take sides.
Nope, I'm out of this one. They can do whatever they want, but nope. They all know I love them, and it's not my business. I'm focused on what I'm doing, being positive on this. They can do whatever they want. I still love them.
That energy is even very apparent in the episode when it does happen at the dinner in Pioneer Town. You're like, I'm just sitting here trying to take care of my ruptured implant. Like I'm staying out of this. Because when it was sort of like bubbling out of Nicole's mouth, you were kind of like,
don't do this.
Let's not do this. What was going through your mind? Like, why was it in her best interest not to share that information?
Because that's wrong.
Yeah.
You don't do that to somebody.
Especially when it's just a rumor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's not even the actual story of what she was actually told. So that makes it even more sad. It's just a big old mess. And Amanda and I were both just like, well, first of all, I didn't even remember what it was about, and because I was told that too, and I was like, I don't know anything about that, and that's where it left. Nicole obviously didn't do that, and so she took it, and it took me a minute to realize, and after that, I was like, whoa, no, don't do this. Well, she didn't listen.
Okay. So she added a little bit of her own flair to it to kind of.
I guess
she kicked the heat up a little bit more.
I don't know. I guess so, because it's not what was said to me, and that's not what I don't know. By the same person, I don't know, but I feel bad for her because I don't think she knows what's coming.
Yeah, I mean, no, Chrishell.
Oh,
you know,
I mean,
Chrishell will take you straight to hell. Like,
yeah,
Chrishell will take you and drag you all the way down there herself if you mess with her or somebody she loves, especially someone she loves. Oh yeah, I love her. She's the sweetest person ever, and I actually texted her telling her I thought she came off so great, because she, I think on previous seasons, she was at it with Nicole, and then on this season she's just like, that's the her that I know, where she's just like, wait, but she has got such a compassionate heart, and she's so happy right now. G's just made her just obliviously happy, and I love G, and we just haven't got to see each other that much. So I texted her. I was like, honey, you look amazing on the show. That was you. That was the you that I know. Just trying to help all situations and loving everybody, and
that's such a good point.
The whole Nicole thing happened, and then I was like, well, good thing I'm not on Instagram that much.
Exactly. But also just kind of we were saying her and Nicole were kind of in a good they were able to kind of meet in the middle and squash a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you poke people that people love. Yeah. And when because you were saying it was kind of like a remix thing you didn't really hear. Are there any moments that do you ever have the moment where you want to be like, oh guys, everyone just shut up? Can we just get through this dinner? Or
all the time. Every dinner, every single one. Normally I'm just like, what? Seriously, guys, really? Come on.
And it's hard, when people bring up relationship stuff, because you also never know what is happening in everyone's relationship as well.
Case in point, Chelsea.
It's
so wild that this is what's popping off online, the Nicole, Chrishell, Emma of it all, when the season is so much about
I didn't even
Chelsea
think about
and her
that.
divorce. And that, you were in an interesting spot because you and Chelsea weren't great. Then you got better. Then it was a little. I
don't know
weird.
what happened. Well, no, we got better, and I don't really know what happened because I heard that she's coming after me on social media, and I'm like, but nothing happened.
Right. Because I think what she was saying is that she feels you were complicit in the Nicole of it all. But I don't know if she watched the episode. You were trying to quell it.
I was.
I
was.
That's what the footage shows.
Yeah, I was. And I didn't know that if she did anything afterwards, because we don't always film together. So if she's doing interviews and she says something, I don't know.
No, you can control that.
Right.
I think it also, do you think it could be a thing where Chelsea's kind of just going through the energy of a divorce and very stressed, so kind of just a little bit more reactive?
And I felt like maybe that's what it, and I didn't know what it was, but in hindsight, I felt, and I think I actually said it. I was like, I think she's going through something. It has to be something, because people don't just react like that for something that's so small. And the text, we filmed it, but they never showed it. The text that was sent to me, I was like, I don't put my foot down about much, but no one will ever speak to me like that, ever.
And I feel from the story that you told, you were just very sillily calling her a pot stir. It was like it came from a silly, fun place. I'm surprised she took it that direction.
Right. Well, I didn't want to say anything, and Emma was like, we were doing social media content with Brie, Emma, and myself, and people would ask questions on, hey, who do you think is the biggest pot stir? And so we just had to answer the questions. It's just social media, and Emma said Nicole, and I was like, oh, figures, and she's like, why? Who do you think? I was like, oh, I don't know. And she's like, no, I answered it. You need to answer it. And I was like,
so Chelsea needs to talk to Emma.
Emma's
fault.
That's what and I was like, come on. I wouldn't have even said anything because it's just not who I am. But
anyone who cooks knows you need the pot stirrer to make the sauce and soup. It's essential.
We have
it's a compliment.
We're not going to have a one-man show just with me because there's not going to be any drama. So I'm like, the show needs. Yes, I will have the spray tans. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we need a pot stir. It was not being in a super bad way, and I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. But
yeah, do you feel like the show is in a place where you could welcome back OGs? It was so nice to see Maya make a little cameo. If you could bring back anyone Heather, I miss Heather.
I love Heather.
I love her so much. Yeah. Where's Heather? Bring her back. If you could bring back anyone, would it be a Heather, a Christine, a Davina? I miss Davina.
Oh, Heather.
Heather.
Yeah. She's my girl. She's so funny and just sweet. And Romaine and I go down to see her in Tarek all the time.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, we love them.
If Christine ever did want to come back, because everyone was freaking out when y'all took that picture together over the summer, would you welcome her back onto the show? I know in your book you're very much I'm glad that chapter, that friendship is over, but could you work with her in a sort of Selling Sunset sort of way?
I can work with anybody.
Oh, okay. That's the merry way.
Yeah. I mean, would I want to open up that door again. Probably not, because there were just a lot of things that happened that were behind the scenes that it just, you know, I don't think it was healthy for anybody. It was mentally exhausting and hurtful, like some of this stuff. Like, but I mean, I feel really bad for everything she's going through, though, and so I wish her all the best. I just, if I had my choice, no, I wouldn't want her to come back. But
mentally exhausting, like for you to try to navigate your relationship with her and how she was treating everybody, or
yeah, well, and then also just like, she's just back and forth. Like, she would say that we were best friends, and then say like we're just like just acquaintances, and then she'd go back, she's like, I never said that, and then like, and she was all over the place, and so it just like confused me. I'm like, what's happening? Where do we stand? I need to understand things to make a decision, and I loved her. I still love her, but I mean, but it's just emotionally draining.
You have to look at some people from a distance.
In your book,
that's
you
where I'm at
kind
now.
of suggest that maybe the show changed her after going through that experience with Christine, where I guess the show kind of did drive a wedge in between you two. How do you preserve your friendships now? Did you learn anything from that experience with her that moving forward you're like, Chrishell, we can never let that happen to us. Amanda, we're not doing that. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah, Amanda and I have had, Amanda and I are great with that, because I just think that, and we had a thing, I think, who knows what season, because no one will ever know about it, except that I'm telling. But like, we can disagree on something, and they wanted us to talk about it, and we're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I love
both
that.
of us,
What a great tactic.
Even though that we were not even getting along with each other right then, like there was like some tension. Everything's temporary. We've been friends for 20 years, and we're like, you will not do this. You're not going to come in between and do this. This is between us, not you guys. And so we're like, we don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, no. They tried to get the other girls to talk about it, and we're like, and they were like, we really don't know, because they won't talk to us about it. And like, and we were just like, nope.
Ride or
You're not going to do it. Yeah. And so, because it had nothing to do with anything, and I can't remember what it was, but it just wasn't appropriate to put on the show. If it was something like an argument that was related to something, then okay, then I mean, we can do something. But yeah, I don't know. That's my girl.
I like that.
And you are our girl, Mary. Thank you so much for taking the time. We're so excited for you, for the book, for the new season of Selling
Congratulations.
Sunset.
Thank you.
So many good things.
Thank you.